Welcome one, welcome all, welcome to yet another playthrough. Well, another playthrough. We have done playthroughs before, but today we're taking a look at Field of Glory Empires, a game from Slytherin. We just did a whole rules explanation summary of it. There's a 200-page manual I tried to condense there, but we're actually going to play through the campaign now and not stop to explain everything. So I'll certainly explain my strategy and we'll see what happens, and it'll be fun. We're going to... you know what? I'm interested in playing through this as a bunch of different factions. I think playing through as Carthage might be interesting. Sparta starts in a very weak position. That might be fun to try to get them into a strong position. Playing as any of the Alexander successor states could be pretty interesting. Or even just playing as, like, the British tribes and trying to get them up to, like, a Roman level by the end would be very interesting. So, but for this first playthrough, we're going to play as Rome. Difficulty 3 out of 5. Interestingly, these giant successor states that start the game in like super strong positions, difficulty 5. Yeah. The Seleucids, difficulty 4. 5. Macedonia is only a 2. They must be a more stable empire at the beginning, and so is the Ptolemaic Empire. Anyway, we're going to go with Rome. And we're going to take a look at the modifiers they start with. We talked about this a little bit last time, but they get more leader options, and their leaders are better. These are specifically for generals and admirals. They convert other ethnicities easier, which means they have less problems with unrest. They get a bonus to the amount of infrastructure they produce, so they can build things faster. And they have a bonus XP when their units are created. So it looks like this here stacks with this. That's interesting. They start as a republic, which gives them a bonus to their commerce, so their trade gets better. And they have aristocratic elite, which means that their decadence gain is further increased by 10%, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that seems like that can cause some problems for them. That other empires just won't have to deal with it all. Again, this starts about 10 years after Alexander the Great dies. And we're in the fight for survival. So we're going to start by taking a look at the decisions that are available to us. These appear to be semi-random. You seem to always have access to this senators and dictator one. But it seems like the other ones are sort of randomized, and they become available at randomized times, kind of like the events in EU4. So we're gonna pick one of these. I don't think we have. Let's see what our current leading faction is. What's their stats? Okay. Very good administrator. So decadence gain is reduced, loyalty bonus is up, taxation is up, culture bonus is up. But trade acumen is a little low. So trade acumen is the likelihood that a region will trade with your region as opposed to somebody else. So if the Etruscans need, flax, and this Celtic faction and we each have flax, it's going to tend to favor the region that has the flax with a higher trade acumen. If we are allies with the Etruscans, they'll heavily favor us instead, even if the Celtic have higher trade acumen. But that can have a significant impact in your trade capacity. This leading party also very good, happens to be very good at military as well. So we are definitely doing very well at our first pick there. And we take a look at these decisions. Now that we know that situation, we could gain a loyalty bonus and gain an extra citizen, but it costs us money. Or, this one's not too bad. We get a free health building in every region, potentially, and a 10% infrastructure penalty will apply to 10 turns. So it's 1 turn's worth of infrastructure for a decent chance at a free building. Let's take a look at what our population is right now. Population 14. So that's 14 out of 20. So it's roughly a 70% chance. That's a 60% chance. And that one is only 7 out of 20. So that's a 35% chance. Am I doing my math right there? But every place, let's not go with that. Not yet. Instead, we'll wait for our populations to get bigger to where that's at better value. We'll just take this plus 5% health bonus for 20 turns. Makes everything grow a little bit better. Now, do we want to do a land tax law? Loyalty falls everywhere, but we get a significant amount of money. I don't think we need money right now. We've got a decent war chest here, and we're going to get more if we can conquer some areas nearby. So I don't think we want to even look at that. Okay, now that that's done, let's take a look. I think, like last time when I was explaining this, I think I want to make this area here a sort of trade hub for all the areas in range of it. Which means, let's see, they produce, because what do they produce naturally here? Produces sulfur naturally. It's also got horses and fish. Right now it's importing all these resources, which is good and bad. So what can we do? We're actually losing a lot of money because of how much we're importing. So let's see if we can't fix that situation. Could we produce flax, pottery, or stone here with the buildings that are available? Coin maker. No. Theater gives us culture, but that's not really. Needs lumber, so we'd need to trade for it. This is just another soak. Sanitation will help us grow our population, and the vineyard will produce wine. Huh. Apulia and Irix. Apulia. Where is that? Down here. Wine's produced here. Wine's produced down here. Ah. Wine is produced over here. So there's a lot of wine. I don't think we need the wine. So let's just take the sanitation for now. Basic sanitation. We'll look for more options in the near future. Rome itself I'd like to turn into a cultural powerhouse. We could start with a fortune teller, which gives a loyalty bonus, and potentially it gives us a little bit of money. It would give us even more money if we eventually get drugs and herbs. Meanwhile, we could also get the crafter district. This would be good in our other option, the one we were just looking at, but we don't get a choice. These are randomized. Okay, stables seems like a good idea because we have horses from Campania. We already know that. So stables will actually generate some money for the state, and it will benefit from the barracks, which gives bonus of 10 XP when a unit is created. So if we build a stables, it will let us build cavalry here, and that will let us build cavalry that are stronger. So that's a strong start, and I think that's where we're going to go. We'll eventually want to build a farm for sure to help the growth, but right now I think the stables is a good pick. Farms come up pretty often. Finally, we've got Tiberius. I don't know how we're going to specialize this one. Maybe for now we'll just kind of make it generic-ish. Just start by getting an expert stone cutter. This will give us some infrastructure which we can use to build up, or a farm. Yep, always good to start with a farm. Okay, so that's done. Now we've got to probably build some units here. I think we'll start with 2 legions and 2 velitas. And we can't build regular cavalry, not yet. But we'll see what happens over time. Now, is there anything else we need to touch before we go any further? I don't think so. I think we're ready to go. Hello, Christoph. I know, I hadn't heard of this either. It's a Slytherin title, which typically makes just hardcore war games that are not really very accessible unless you're already very familiar with like the hex and counter style systems, and the UI on those games is often just awful, and they're often very old styles of like grognard war games that just haven't taken advantage of more recent game designs. But this one feels very fresh in a sense, and I've said it before, just looking at the systems, I don't know how polished it is. This is literally my first playthrough that I'm going to be going further than turn 5 or 6. So I don't know if there are balance problems or bugs or anything like that. It's been out since last July, and it's had quite a few patches and improvements. But if it mechanically works and does well, I think it's superior to Imperator Rome. So Rome has promulgated new health regulations. Great. We've got a new general available, and the party is losing support. Well, that's disappointing. We'll help the party survive, maybe. I don't know if that's how it works. Logistician, that's good. By the way, I don't think I mentioned it in the last video, but your armies use up food in the local province where they are. So let's look at the possible leaders we have. Julius is a 2-1. That's going to help a lot if we go on the offensive here. So let's take Julius. And let's move on the attack. These guys are pretty weak. Oh, they raided us, but the defenders repelled them. That's good. So we've got that locked in. And it looks like the buildings are all still being built, so we don't have to make any new decisions there. So let's continue. We're losing a lot of money from not having the right trade resources, so let's hope we can fix that. All right. We don't need to view this. It looks like we won. You can always go back and view the battle later if it didn't turn out the way you expected, and then you can examine what happened. Now, we just gained a progress token. Good. But it looks like we are still having a problem. Actually, a really good ratio overall. Our current loyalty-weighted culture production is 24. The average of a historical is 46. So that means we're going down? Well, 23 and 11. That's your 34 right there. But loyalty may have gone down since then. Final loyalty 66. Final loyalty 70. It's actually on the thing there. I don't have to hover over it. So we're going to want to build loyalty increasing buildings in Rome, partly just because of how big our population is. We're also going to take 2 of these guys and send them down to welfare. I know, food growth is good and important, but culture is also very important to keep us on the top end of that. So that'll help a little bit. Gaining support in the Senate. Okay. Rome was raided and they were defeated. We knew about that. Having the majority, they ordered that... Oh, we've got a new objective because we took one of our objectives, so we've got a new one. We plundered some money from them. They now have... What do they have here? They have the Pleasure House, which gives some decadence, but a loyalty bonus, which is valuable to us in this moment. Does that expand into the Pleasure Mansion? And then it can expand to the Pleasure District. Oh boy. You can also destroy these. If we don't want the decadence, we can. I'm going to take advantage of the loyalty increase for now. Now, they were building a nice herbalist. And the herbalist gives food because they have a bonus from figs and nuts and seeds. Well, that's great. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm looking at orchard. This doesn't show me... Oh, okay. Well, we'll see what the herbalist is when it pops up then. But that's fine. We're going to take this moment and just finish crushing them. Ordering the assault. We know about that. We know about that. We know about that. Okay. Ready to go. We're probably going to start getting some diplomatic requests. And we're going to have to think about those more carefully than I have in the past. Maybe we won't start a war with Carthage. Hey there, Magpie. This is a new playthrough. I'm basically back at the same position I was before because I spent so much time talking. I just wanted to start from the beginning so people could see if they didn't want to watch the other piece. They're seeking a cooperation treaty with us. I think we need to eventually conquer that. But if we get a cooperation treaty, they won't raid us and we can concentrate on taking other objectives. So let's do a cooperation treaty for now. We're going to say yes. Now, for some reason, the Senones are offering peace, but they're already gone. That peace still comes through, interestingly enough. Actually, you know what? Is this an objective for us now? Yeah, I know. Ooh. So, we hit a problem. We were in the bottom chunk. It's because our decadence is slowly rising, and we don't have enough culture income. Okay, no, that wasn't an objective. Okay, I see now. That's showing where this is happening. I got it. I mean, I'll accept the treaty of them giving us 50 metal for Piscinium, even though we already have it, officially. They must still exist as a navy or something, or maybe it's just because of the WeGo system. Just conquered and religious trouble. Ugh. Okay, but either way, what's the number for our loyalty view here? There we go. So this is actually not great. We've got a small revolt risk here. We're building a sanitation thing. That's good. This one just finished building the farm. Excellent. So let's see about cultural buildings for here. Public debates gives us loyalty. Bronzeworks costs tin but gets us metal. Our metal income is okay. We're probably going to hit our actual cap very soon. An armorer needs leather, so that'll cost us a lot of money. Our money's actually in the negative right now. Charcoal pile will again cost us money to get the resources we need. A smokehouse gives us healthier food, but it requires us to trade for cattle. Ah, Piscinium has it, so this won't cost us anything. It will just give us more food and more health. Or a salt mine, which produces salt. Wonder if that can be built anywhere, or if it's specific to areas. Let's start with a smokehouse and get the food and health that way in the new area. Now, this here, finished production of the sanitation, civic improvement. Ah, Flaxfield will give us food. Oh, but can already be important. We gained those two areas. Konya. I thought, though, yeah, that's Sparta. So it's being imported right now, right? Flax is being imported, and it's costing us money. We're getting it from Etruria, but we want to produce it ourselves. That's a valuable addition. Crafter District gives us flat-out money and commerce bonuses. That is going to be something we want eventually. But let's take advantage of getting the flax field now. It'll save us some money on imports and allow us to sell it to ourselves instead of buying it from other people. Several signs tell us that the next few months will be particularly harsh. Okay. And Latium gained a slave from that. Our money situation means we're going to have to... Ugh. Can Rome get an infrastructure upgrade? A clay pit produces stone but reduces health. Well, that's disappointing, but I think we need stone. Yeah, there's no stone anywhere nearby. So let's take the advantage of get stone here. We can always get rid of it later, but what I really do want is the extra infrastructure because I'm about to move this guy down here so that we increase our money situation, because right now that is going in the negative. Now, our decadence is a problem. Actually, let me double check. Is there a better... Okay, street parlor gets us money and culture, and we know culture is desperately what we need right now because of our current situation. So we're actually going to go with that instead. Now, again, to help out our decadence, let's go conquer this empty area. How are these people? Are they hurt that bad? No, doesn't seem like it. They don't even have that many hit points reduced at all. Can't even find one. Anyway, we're going to go conquer that little area so that we can create a province. And we're at least now getting some decent legacy income. Alright, now we've got enough for a real and true province. Salt was used to pay wages. I don't know about that, but maybe. Yeah, we've ended hostilities by conquering them. Alright, and now hopefully these people won't raid us anymore because of this cooperation agreement. The Samnites want a cooperation? No. Sorry, buddy. That's not gonna fly. In fact, just for asking, we're declaring war. Don't know why. To diplomacy. Oh, that's the thing that's currently pending. I see now. I can't actually go in and fight them right away. But, you know, they're in our way. They're in our way. All right, here they're getting an orchard. That's great. Over here, we finished the flax field, so that did help stabilize our money income, but something else made it worse. We're still -1 money, even though we're exporting flax now. Or no. Yes, here it is. We're exporting flax to 2 places, and it's giving us a bunch of money income. All right. Well, okay, the port here, major harbor, lifts fog of war in adjacent seas. That is good, so we can see what stuff is coming. The Navy might find sailors to recruit there. This is probably a prerequisite for other commercial buildings that will give us more stuff. Woodcutting produces lumber. Okay, that's pretty good. We know that lumber was necessary. We already know that we can get wine from other places that we're probably going to conquer fairly soon. So we're going to go with lumber. Generates some money for us and allows us to build other buildings that utilize the lumber, because I don't see any lumber around here. Remember, we're turning this into a trade hub. We want to build as many trade goods there as possible that can be shared throughout the whole area. Now, we're going to create the province. See what's what. The loyalty here is a little bit better than nothing. And so an invasion by the Celticii, the local forces crushed the invaders, which is good. We have a palisade, which gave us enough to crush the invaders, I guess. All right, but we're going to take the Samnites next turn. And then we might want to hold off for a little bit. Just a little bit. I kind of don't want to, but I kind of do. Because we're going to fall... Our decadence is going to get too high if we don't start building culture more. Showing what appears a just cause for war, Rome has declared war on Samnium. Oh, crap. I didn't realize they had... Ah, oh, crap. Did they have, let's see, diplomacy. Relationships. No, I don't think they had any alliances with them. No, they don't have any treaties with the Carthaginians. The Carthaginians just use this as an excuse to go to war with us here. Or no, the Carthaginians are not going to war with us? What am I missing here? They're talking about going to war with us. Maybe is what that means. It's an insult or something. Okay, so yeah, you can try to not leave them to fight a war on their own, but it's gonna happen because they're about to die. All right, can we get better roads here? No, we get wood cutting. That's not as good. A monument gives us 1 culture and increases decadence. Ugh. Ooh. It has the extra merit of using no structure slot. I mean, there is that. And right now we're producing 0 culture because we have to wait for this just conquered thing to go away. But at the same time, an anchorage also uses 0 slots, and so does clear water. Ooh, these guys are actually in big trouble food-wise. But we'll start there. The good news is that I think they'll be okay because they're importing food. $13 is the net change after provincial food distribution. So it's -2 overall, and then it gets an additional 15 because the province is sending food to this. That's interesting. Okay. But this is going to go away, and our food penalty is going to be gone in a second. Again, the local forces crush the invaders. Good. I need to put more walls here. This has, like, no buildings and no infrastructure. It's so slow to grow. This is not part of the province, so this is actually a big problem. Ugh. We actually have to do this just to get them even. Oh, that's because of the just conquered thing. That'll go away soon as well. And the religious troubles are also going to go away soon. Okay, so this will be under control eventually. I know, the decadent monuments. How dare they? I think we just have to stop for a few turns after taking Samnium and really focus on population growth, but also mainly culture growth to counteract our situation. We're here in 69th place. We grew a little bit this turn higher up, but I think we need to be much higher in order to avoid regressing. Some people are fomenting trouble in Piscinium. Religious trouble. Ugh. These are randomized events, it looks like. So this is under pacification is the level it goes to after just conquered, it looks like, which is a weaker penalty from just conquered. So the food penalty goes down to only 25%, which is good. All right, but these guys finished building the fresh water. They could build a farm. The clay pit makes health go down. Bronze work needs tin. I don't think we want to pull tin in right now. Ugh, none of these are great. I think the clay pit just to give us some more production here. No, you know, farm is always good. We're going to want to farm probably in every place just to get the extra population growth. I could shuffle. I'm not going to do it if I've got a farm to build, honestly. And so this one is getting plus net 2 per turn because we don't have the province for that one. Now we've got to figure out what to put in Tiberius. An orchard would give us a bunch of food because we have figs, nuts, and seeds. A quarry produces stone, but still has a health penalty. Ooh, an archery is interesting. Or a blacksmith. A street parlor. Let's do the street parlor. We don't get the extra 5 culture from papyrus, but just getting 5 is pretty good to not have to spend any population on that. We're actually going to take that and put it down here to, again, help our culture output. Let's look at where we are here. So we haven't gained or lost any culture recently, but our decadence continues to grow. So that's why we keep falling down this list. And we're at the bottom chunk, so we're going to lose our progress token here if we don't improve that situation. Meanwhile, Latium is about to get another street parlor of their own. That'll help us a little bit, at least. And here, aren't they sieging the city? No, I don't want to order the assault. I just want them to keep besieging the city. So we've got a +4 on the siege number. What that means is the legions are producing 2, 4, 6, 8. If we hold control, you can see they get 2 siege value each because of their inherent sieginess. So that's 8, and then we get 9 and 10 from these allay things. And if it's a +4, that means the defenders have at least a 6 siege resistance. The solid walls give them a siege resist of 3. The barracks gives them a siege resistance? No, so it must be the units in there. I don't know if there's a way to see the garrison of an area. But I guess these guys here give siege resistance, probably. Urban militia, range defense. Siege resist 1. These guys each give siege resist 1. And these guys each give siege resist 1. So they have 4 plus the 3 is 7. Must be another place you're getting some, but anyway. Point is, eventually those walls will break and we'll get it. And in the meantime, we're building all kinds of slots. So Eternus over here could also be building something. A theater. Yes, please. That'd be fantastic. Now, all of these are taking longer because I'm spreading the entire provinces. Oh, they came out to fight us. And they got crushed. All right, we've jumped up 10 places. Fantastic. That might put us in the middle tier. I don't think it will, but it might. Syracuse is seeking a cooperation treaty with us. Okay. I mean, that can't really hurt that bad. It might make Carthage even madder at us. So, the battle was fought, and we inflicted huge casualties on the defender, which now means that we've got the +6. That's the highest level siege level you can have. So there's a very high chance of breaching the walls on a 6. All right. Several signs tell us the next few months are going to be harsh. A Samnium army tried to attack us while besieged, and we completed the parlor in Latium. I think we're actually going to not build anything in Latium unless there's a really good option here. A theater. Damn. Ooh, a coastal fortress. Siege resist 4. Garrison 4. Yeah, I mean, fresh water is always a good thing to have. Fine, I can't resist. All right. Those are fine. And this one needs something to do, because this is not as part of the process, part of the province. So, a hemp field will produce hemp. I think that's one of the things that we're importing right now. Yeah, we're importing it from Lucania. So, hemp would be good. We don't have frankincense or myrrh. Whatever that is. Let's get the hemp field, which actually doesn't require any upkeep. That's actually a very good trade. We'll get food. What was the other thing here? We don't have tar, so we can't get the money bonus, but we'll get food, and we'll produce hemp, which will give us some more money because we won't be buying stuff with it. And we gain a new population point in Tiberius. Good. These stupid under-pacification penalties are going to go away soon, hopefully. Each turn is 1 year in the game, and it goes about 500 years. I think it's 310 BCE to 190 CE, if I remember correctly. Okay, yep, we did that. What else happened? Hemp field has been created. What else can we do here? So there's fresh water, which will help grow this metropolis. Campania, which is basically Neapolis here, I think. Naples. Produces cattle. We already have some in Picenium. That's not ideal. Because remember, if we produce cattle here and we can already get it somewhere nearby, we're spending this upkeep for no significant reason. Yeah, we get some food, but there are much more efficient upkeep to food production buildings out there. This doesn't use a slot, but it does have some upkeep. Brickwork gives us a lot of infrastructure production. This is a great building. It doesn't cost us anything either. Yeah, that's a fantastic choice. Now, Rome, a noble district. If we had gold, luxury, or silk, we'd get bonus culture. This needs marble, which we don't have, and it increased decadence, but it also increases loyalty. We could get an anchorage for Rome. Clay pit is just, I don't like that health reduction. We need to be able to grow. But I do need the infrastructure. Just not this infrastructure. Anchorage upkeep is 0, and it's a green building, which means it won't take up a slot, and it generates 7 money. No brainer. No brainer. Gotta do it. I'm concerned about not having enough of these pink infrastructure buildings. But we'll see. We're getting some culture building, so we're climbing the chart here a little bit. Oh, it actually went down because our decadence went up 2, and our change here only went up 1. We got a couple more buildings coming in. I could move some people from food to culture. Yeah. Let's just stick with it as it is. What's the situation here? Rome made a breach, but the city's still resisting. Inflicted a lot of casualties on the defender. Let's just charge. I haven't actually seen what an assault looks like. Let's do it. We're going to assault it. Assaults are very hard because each level of walls adds the defender's defense value. So a breach reduces that bonus. So let's see. They don't have anybody to really defend with, though. Take this, and then we run away, way. So let's see. I don't actually see the defensive benefits listed here. Maybe it's just the combat rating of 6? Palace guards actually have a high combat rating, yes. They're exhausted. And these guys are fresh. I'm trying to see the defensive benefit of having like the wall level. I thought that applied somewhere in here. Maybe it's just added directly to their combat rating. Or maybe it's their hit points. I don't know. Let's just go through. Rome won the battle. Huzzah! They both got killed. And we took it. Alright. Now, if we have any problems vis-a-vis loyalty, we're going to send the army there to deal with it. And then we're just going to have the army wait and chill. There was one breach. Maybe there was already 2 breaches, and that's why they didn't get any bonuses. I didn't look close enough before the battle started. All right, we went up 5 places. We're slowly creeping out of the darkness there. I wanted to look up taxation, because I can't remember how that works. You get, okay, does not use the concept of setting a tax rate, but the characteristics of your state, your current ruler can increase or decrease your income from trading in citizens. Maybe that's money production is considered, when you put them in here, that's considered money from taxes. Let me see. Regional commerce, citizen taxation, intrinsic production. Maybe that's intrinsic production, but that wouldn't make sense. So the 45 money here is a subtotal. Oh, tax is 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 citizens and 9 taxes somehow. So I'm not sure where the taxation rate comes. I know you can't set the taxation rate, but maybe it's a function of the decisions and stuff that you make. We still don't have any new decisions, like land tax law. We can go in here and try to get more taxes than what's coming in. So here's good overview. We've got 14 armies and no fleets. Our loyalty is averaging at 72. We're expanding our citizens and our provinces and regions. We're gaining money, 9% over the last 5 turns. Our manpower is actually overflowing, so is our metal, which kind of suggests that if we have the money, we should raise new units, which I will do. Where's our best military production facility? It was going to be here, right? This is where we can build cavalry. I don't know. How many do we have regular cavalry in here? We do. Let's get 1 more cavalry. And we can also build the Italian foot, which are cheaper than our legions. Let's build 2 of those. What do we have for light cavalry? 2 light? That's fine. I don't want to build more than that, but at least means that we're not wasting metal production and other production there. So we've completed an anchorage here, and we're trying to build these other things. I'm going to hold off and let the production all go to these other things. I'm not going to build anything new in Latium just yet. But let's see. This is... Okay, this province is actually fairly better than this empty one that was over here. They've got citizens producing culture and stuff. This is under pacification as well. What do we got for opportunities here? Well, we need brickwork because this thing is real weak on the infrastructure. And the brickwork itself is already going to take 13. If we move them up here, it'll take 8. That's better. Yeah, let's start there. I need the culture, so I don't... Because this is decadence. There's a monument here with more decadence in it. And this isn't going to stop going up. Maybe I get rid of this. No, the monument's giving me 6 culture now. How come it's giving 6? The other monument I tried to build said it was going to give 1 culture. Is that because we were under, like, the pacification that basically removed it? I wonder if it was calculating that in. Anyway, I think we're good. What does this say? Marius is an extraordinary ruler. Etrusky has been reformed and is now known as the glorious monarchy of Etrusky. Damn! Damn it, they're better than me. This is an Italic independent. I kind of want to get it before somebody else does. But let's go reinforce our forces. We'll go pick up the new troops, and then we'll go conquer that. And let's see. How many provinces are there in Italia Inferior? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. which means when we get this one, we'll be able to make a second province, lowering our decadence. Excellent. Let me pull back up the chat here so I can see what you guys are saying. Sorry. All right. Oh, it looks like there was another raid that was fought in the north here that I missed. Local forces kept it under control, though. All right, we climbed 3 more spaces. I think we might be... Oh, geez, we lost a progress token, though. Somewhere along there. Street parlors completed. New population in the region of Aternus. Excellent. It may have automatically gone to something. I wonder how that's the new population is set up. It's an interesting question. So this poor province is still trying desperately to produce the brickwork. Down here, we just finished its own brickwork. Now the infrastructure, like, we are ready to grow the hell out of this place. But let's see if we can get... So Wells gives us a ton of food, siege resist 1, and a food bonus for underground water. That's pretty good. A smokehouse needs cattle, which we can get from Piscinium. And it will improve health and food. To grow this area, that would be good. Okay. Produces coal. Can already be imported from Herei, but we don't know where the hell that is. That's not ours. We don't need a weapons depot. Dry dock produces equipment, but needs sales, which we don't want to pay for. A worship palace gives a loyalty bonus for no upkeep. That's pretty good. But we're going to get that charcoal pile. Remember, this is our trading depot. We want as many trade goods as we can building there. And then up here, still 4 more till the sanitation's done. Okay. One thing I kind of wish there was a way to see buildings. Oh, there is a culture mode. That's cool. Whether and if there's a province that I own that is going to waste infrastructure, I wish it would tell me. I'm not sure that it does. All right, we're going to combine these 2 armies. There we go. So now we got this main army. We need a leader though. Strategist gets movement bonus and defense bonuses. Logistician is good because it will help improve our growth. So during peacetime, I think I like the logistician. Yeah, but for now, he's going to go and try to conquer that area over there, allowing us to create the second. Okay, we went up +5, and this only went up +2, so our ratio got slightly better. And we are in the second tier. Okay, as long as we don't fall below 52, we're okay. We want to climb above that 27 or whatever it was. Oh! The Italic Independent is actually attacking us in Aternus. We're probably going to lose this because it's just the shitty garrison troops. Let's see what happens. I kind of want to watch it. We only made one of them tired. Okay, good job. Good job. Urban militia. Not great. Ah, we won that one. Good deal. We killed them completely. Good job, guys. Uh-oh. But their flank attack is going to hit us now. Ugh. They sustained some damage, but they're not down. And the last couple of battles are going to be deciding who wins this. Okay. It might be a draw if we can just win. Yes! All right. That might be enough to consider it a draw. Terrain defense 1. Oh, look at that. Terrain defense 1. That must be because of the hilly terrain. Or maybe it's the defense value of the city. All right. As long as this isn't too bad. Oh, that's pretty bad. All right. Well, a battle ended in a draw. Lucky us. We somehow forced a draw on them. Oh, but a draw means that they fight again. I forgot. And they crushed us in the second one. That means they took it. They took it from us. They took it from us. Ooh, we jumped up one more place. Again, 22's that magic number. We want to get above that and start making more progress. Okay, the boy want a trade deal. They want a transaction. They want to give us metal and money, and we'll provide them with some troops. Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that. I think metal, we're hitting our cap, so maybe we can just ask for more money. Oh, we can't... They can only ask for troops from us, and they give us the stuff required to build them, I guess. Provide units. And only provincial units can be provided. It's not possible to request more units from... You can only request, so we can't give them units as part of a thing. Alright. So now we just have to say yes or no to this. I'm going to say yes just to get the money. The metal is kind of going to get wasted, but that's okay. I do want a nice war chest, just in case. Now the Sardis are asking for a form of cooperation. We might be able to get them to become our client state, so that's probably a good idea. Dalmatia is a fairly large force we don't want to be at war with, so I think a cooperation agreement seems like a good idea. These are, by the way, a horde. So we'll say yes to them, just so we don't have too many enemies. I'm concerned about the Carthaginian situation, as one might expect. Oh, a new decision is available. Our regions are populous, and too many men want to join the army as the pay is good. That's bad, yes. Send the indentured to the mines. Some of the poor that enlisted, mostly the indentured, will pay for their service to the nation by working in the metal mines. They will join the army in much smaller numbers, but our production of metal will increase considerably. Well, we don't need that. We can reduce our manpower by 500 in order to get 300 money. Huh. I don't see us needing to raise a lot more troops right now. I'm going to take this gamble. I feel like we're going to hit that manpower cap. And then we're going to lose it. Because again, I'm trying to slow down and not expand too much. I'm just going to retake these things here and then think about what we're going to do next. So we're going to target this italic force so that wherever they go, our army's going to try and follow them. Meanwhile, it looks like Piscinium finished its building, and it's not part of a province, so it can produce something new. A brickwork seems like a nice thing to have for everybody. We need to get better roads in here, though. Maybe you need a brickwork before you can build tier 2 roads. See, the monument, there we go. Culture 11. That actually is kind of worth the decadence. But let's get the brickwork so we can build things better. The interlopers were soundly defeated again. I thought these guys liked us. Relationships, it's only a 4 with them. So if we open diplomacy and click on these guys, relationship is a 4. It doesn't really say what the trend is, but it is going up. I think when it gets to 25, they can't raid us anymore. Unless that raid, yeah, it was from the boy. I just want to get a better than a palisade here, so we have something more to defend these raids with. All right, anyway, here in Campania, Neapolis, what can we build here? Farm is good. Herbalist, okay. We're building stone elsewhere, aren't we? Why can't I? Oh, they disassembled my province. And it might have been here that was providing the stone. We were building stone somewhere. I thought. Maybe we'll just build it here then. Fine. Clay pit will get us some stone. And we got to build something here since we're no longer properly distributing it. We already have lumber being built over there. Produces wool. Which we already have a lot of. An armorer in Latium will produce equipment, which is important to have in Latium since that's where I want to recruit stuff from, but it will cost us a lot of money. Harbors are upgrade. Loyalty bonus. Let's take the armorer. We got a lot of extra bonuses from the iron and the flax. The leather we don't have, but I think we can hope that we'll get that soon. So it'll be temporary cost situation. All right. I think we've covered everything. Building, building, building. Oh, this needs to be building something. Salt mine. I don't want that to be a salt mine. Copper works. Oh, we'll trade copper. Ugh. No thank you. Culture 3, but it needs papyrus. It does reduce decadence, but I guess we'll build a salt mine. Anyway, what I was saying is I wish there was something that told you whether you could build buildings in a place or not. But it is what it is. So now these are our new current objectives. Tarentum is tantalizingly close. I wonder if you try to end the turn and you can still and you're going to waste infrastructure, if it'll stop you and say, "Hey, you sure you want to build that building?" That would be a common sense thing to see. All right, so this should just be crushed. Yep, Rome won the battle. We gained back control of our wayward area there. Ugh, we're still stuck in 49th. Damn it. Because we lost our province is why. So client state, I haven't actually played around with this, but base accept chance is -5. We are at war and allies are always welcome is 3%, 15%. If you're neighbors, it's more likely. That makes sense. Like, would the Etruscans have anywhere close to it? No, you own some of our objectives. Okay. Yeah, we saw that decision before. We will lose 10 loyalty points for 6 turns. Our loyalty's pretty good. Gods of old religious ceremony. A new day to feast and celebrate added to the calendar. Gives a +5 loyalty bonus for 12 turns if the region has no religious buildings. Productivity is slightly lowered. Well, we don't want that. I don't think we have many religious buildings. somebody's being promoted sanctity. Plus 10 loyalty bonus to regions with at least one religious building. Again, we don't have that. Yeah, none of these are useful. Oh no, a sudden academic in our... Oh no, we have sanitation, but that's not enough to save it, it looks like. Alright, now the Roman army is going to finish its conquest of this crappy little independent tribe. As I don't remember if I mentioned it earlier, but these tribes, if they're around long enough and they take enough area, they actually turn into a brand new power that you can fight. That might have already happened. I don't know if this thing right here started the game here. Alright, so... we are going to make the province again. Meanwhile, yes, 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 good. Yeah, we took it. That's all. I don't even look. Alright. After this province situation is under control, we'll probably gain back those few spaces we lost. Citizenship was often hereditary, and only a few laws or decrees would allow one to become a citizen, even at the time of some nations like Rome to gain citizenship, blah, blah, blah. So, we can grant citizenship to foreigners. A non-main ethnicity citizen can become one of your ethnicity, but the chance is based on government and commerce buildings in each region. This could cost you progress tokens, but it reduces your government age by 1/3. Depending on the administrator of the ruler, progress tokens or decadence can be gained or removed. In addition to that, each region will gain either a negative or a positive modifier, as many citizens' lives are impacted by the changes. I don't know about that one. I think this minor one is probably a good idea. Why is this available? Can't be activated. Okay. So it's not available is the answer. Okay, so let's take a look at our loyalty situation here. Well, our ethnicity's pretty good. It's mostly everything. Okay. Population overlay. That's kind of cool. Red is an unusually a high population, whereas green is low. Combat strength. Loyalty. That's what I want. So loyalty. Red color's bad. The capital is less loyal than it should be. Increased farmer labor. That's kind of good. All right, let's send our army back to the capital and make sure that things don't get out of hand over here. It's right on the edge. Because it's just so big. The population is huge. And we have too many slaves. Usurer. Get a bunch of money and decadence, but a commerce bonus of 15% is pretty big. That might be something we'll build eventually, but not yet. Workers and quartermasters infrastructure bonus 22%. That's fantastic. But I'm not sure we need it right now. Produces wine. We don't have that, I don't think. Offidus. Is that us? Oh yeah, that's one of the ones we just took, so probably don't need the wine. We're building salt somewhere, aren't we? Why can't I scroll anymore? Oh, I'm typing into this. There we go. Yeah, Tiberius is building a salt mine. So we could build a salt house, which won't cost us that money, and instead will give us food and significant health improvements. Kind of want this, though, for the money. And the commerce boosts. Yeah, that area really needs it. Okay. They tore down the abandoned local palace, which happens eventually, I think. This one still has it. Which means you only get that decadence and legacy for a little while until they finally decide, let's get rid of this. And so, if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to... No, I guess you need more than 50% to build the province. Okay. We don't care about those. We've got plus 110 food in this province. That's good. All right, let's hit the next turn button and see if forming the province has helped our position in the decadence situation. I kind of want to go take Tarentum and get... because that will help me build a province there. I'm just concerned. What do these guys want? They want more Italian foot. They will relinquish objective Emilia. Oh, they want me to relinquish this objective? Or wait a minute. They took it? No. This is still under my control. So I don't understand their proposal here. They're offering to relinquish objective Amilla. Is that because it's their objective? Can we look at this with diplomacy mode? I mean, it's my objective too, right? Isn't it one of my objectives? No, it's not. Here, objective mode. Let's do that. So, I have those three. What about these guys? Okay. So yes, that's their objective. They're offering to relinquish it as an objective to improve our relationship. Which does seem like an appealing thing, because if we no longer hold their objectives, they're more likely to be a client state. So let's accept this provisionally, because I think that's how it works. We're also going to save it here real quick, just in case. Save. In case I'm wrong about how that works and I'm giving up territory by mistake. But I think that means it'll be more likely that they are going to be willing to be my client state, so I won't have to fight them later. All right. So we've got... Oh, look at this. Land expansion. It costs us a permanent 3 upkeep, but it gives us an extra slot. And we're almost out of building space here, so we're going to take advantage of that while we've got it. It'll give us an extra slot. Rome has granted citizenship to some foreigners. We're going to need to get more... culture. Ugh. It's taking forever. Alright, these guys are actually just going to chill here because I think we're going to war with Tarentum. And then we'll probably, you know, call off our dogs, so to speak. So we're declaring war on them. We're going to take these 3 areas. That'll get us complete control over that province. Then we can turn our eyes to the Etruscans and get control of this province. And then we're going to chill out and try to go to Glorious, right? I think that's a good idea. Manpower is bankrupt. We've lost 59% in the last 5 turns because of that one thing we made. But it's going up. It's back to a healthy location. 300. I haven't been playing Bannerlord. I never played the Bannerlord games, or the Mountain Blade games, I should say. Though I've heard very good things about them. I am going to hold off until that is not in early access anymore. I'm not sure if it's my kind of game anyway, so I'll wait and see. Yeah! A Duiai is asking for... Where the hell are they? Way up there. Cooperation treaty. Yeah, I think we can do that. They also have cooperation with Massilia, and they're at war with Celtici, which actually is a good thing, I think. We should not leave Tarentum to fight on our own, but we're gonna, I think is the subtext there. Now, do we have a better siege general here? Tactician, strategist... Relentless. No. Nobody better, apparently. I mean, except for Julius and Afella are better on offense. Yeah, let's take them. And we'll go straight for this army. Once we crush the army, we can take our time with the cities. Ah, we're not producing anything here. We've got to produce something somewhere. Eternus. What are we going to do over here for you, bud? I don't know what we're going to specialize this in. Let's just get a general... Ugh, papyrus is hard to come by. Hey, public works. That's always good. We need them roads. Doesn't even take up a slot. Now, can Rome get anything useful out of this? No, we don't need that loyalty. We'll get a lot of metal out of this. Health and food. Orchard. Yeah, let's do the smokehouse. Or, you know what? Archery. Let's make sure... Oh, they need wool, which we can get from Tiberius. Okay, that's good. And over here, they raided us and plundered this time. I really need some military. Damn it. But public works will help. Holy crap, 62 turns. Now it's still 7 turns. It's because of this, isn't it? Infrastructure reduced, yeah. Alright. Seriously, these guys need to stop raiding us. It's going to be very difficult to make you a client state if you keep raiding us. But I will ask and see. They're at war with Tarentum as well. No, I'm at war with Tarentum. What are these guys? They're at war with Dalmatia and Raeti. Oh, but if they accept, then I will be at war with them. We're going to take the risk and see what happens. And maybe raise some more troops while we're waiting, just in case. We'll have a second army ready. think having 4 core legions, 2 Italian foot, and 2 allies seems like a good mix at the beginning, and then 6 velites. I don't know if we have enough manpower for all this. I guess we're going to find out, huh? 2 light cavalry and 2 heavy cavalry. It's going to take 3 turns because we don't have the equipment. Bark, bark. Meanwhile, in other areas, we do need to queue up some buildings. Here, no to stables. Crafter district. No. A ranch produces cattle, which we don't need. Fortune teller. Money, but no culture. I think we're just going to go with the herbalist. Because it gives manpower too. That's pretty good too, since we're kind of worried about that now with all this recruiting. All right. What about the fight? Is there a fight? No fight? What happened? Well, we climbed 3 in the ranking this turn. Yes, we know that. Thank you. Oh, we've got a new possible. Conditions are not met. Okay. Well, then I don't know why you gave it to me, but okay. I thought I targeted this. Oh. These guys are neutral. That's why I couldn't target them. That's not actually a Tyrantic army. Okay. Unbreached wall 0 of 2. So, I guess assault the city. That's these guys. Is Tarantum also at war with the Brutian? Oh. So the Brutian were already here trying to take it. And now I'm poking my head in. Oh, so that's not an independent anymore. I'm pretty sure this used to be independent. Now it's actually a fully fledged little mini empire. The burgeoning beginning of an empire, I should say. Alright, what's the situation here? We are building public works. We could build something else somewhere. Latium has plenty of places to build. We could make super great walls in Rome. But I think a wheelmaker will help us do more buildings. Food. We don't have sales yet. Ooh, a scriptorium! But we need papyrus. Damn it. Papyrus is super expensive. Can't be done. I think we're going to go with the wheelmaker. Because it will help promote building throughout the empire. And then we got to check these other regions. Yeah, these two have nothing. Let's see. This could gain basic clear water. Or wood cutting. A weaver shop. Oh. We would get a bunch of money for this. 25 is pretty huge. If we ever get access to cotton, we'd also get that. This would be perfect. Yeah, we'll get the theater later. Maybe we'll build a theater here. We can build a theater here. Fantastic. But I think we want a brickwork first. Because apparently we're pretty close to building that, and that will help a bit. We don't actually have access to stone here because we need better roads to get access to the stone that's up here. Okay. Ready to go. Rome is unable to properly pay its army. Oh! Wow. Okay, that went bad real fast. Let's do this and get that money back. And maybe we just disband all these guys, huh? Disband the whole group. Oh, I have to select them. Oh, it's just... Okay. It'll do it next turn. Yeah, this is a problem. I didn't realize just how quickly and how hard that was going to hit us on the money front. It cost a lot to raise those troops. We're gonna... Just kidding! Just kidding. Oh, we climbed 4 places. Soon we may progress. Oh, we took this also. Excellent. Our money's back in the positive. Whew! Okay. Yeah, send that back to reserve. Apparently we can only have 1. Oh, they rejected our offer. Well, you're going to get killed then. What am I going to do? I can't do anything. Meanwhile... We'll go siege the city of Tarentum. Over here, we can build an anchorage. Doesn't use a slot or anything else, but a wheelmaker might help build things faster. Actually, it will help build things at all. There we go. Wow. This is all huge penalties because of all this, you know, raiding and occupation and stuff. Okay, well that's going to take a while to do anything. Campania. What of our almost full city here? A warehouse gives a ton of infrastructure from stone and lumber. Infrastructure bonuses. Those are all good. Culture's good too. All right, we're going to go through a few more turns here, and then we're going to call it a day, and we'll pick this up tomorrow. Sorry about the delay. All right. Yeah, I'm unsure about what to build in these areas. Now, we don't need the cattle. Ooh, a crafter district gives us some money. And it doesn't use a slot. That's a pretty good bargain. Oh, but there's also the possibility to build a palisade. Thing is, that's not really on the border right now. Or at least it won't be very soon. So let me just see if I can find out. Boom, 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 boom. So these are part of that province, right? If I don't build this, is it going to warn me and say, hey, you're wasting infrastructure? That's what I want to know. I'm always terrified that that's going to do that. So it's not telling me this turn. Will it tell me next turn? You know, I'm also not sure what the maximum coming in part from your military expertise. No, we don't need that. All right, so we are besieging them, but wow, okay, even this really good sieging army is not going to have an easy time with that city. So now we can see stockpile of 6. You can't actually stockpile infrastructure. I think that just means that's what's carried over from the previous turn. The extra. All right, we built Clearwater here. Give us some good options. Ooh, land reclamation. We already knew that was good. Gives us an additional slot. Didn't we already get? Yeah, we already got the tier 2 land reclamation. This is tier 3. But there's other good things here. Like I also would like a slave market here. But let's do the land reclamation because that seems kind of rare. Up here, a market would be great if we had a bunch of goods here, but we don't. Street parlor, culture, and money. And we would get even more if we had access to papyrus. This is in Piscinium. Well, we're going to get papyrus eventually. So let's go yes. How are we doing now on this? Oof. Our ratio just keeps getting worse. Because the decadence keeps going up. Structures and nation size, though, only. Alright. So let's hit end turn. See if it warns us about this. Because if it doesn't, man, that's annoying. I have to go to every individual thing and make sure I'm not... Now, if it's provinces, that's a lot easier. But still, I got to remember which of my regions... Ooh, okay. We're doing better relatively, even though we're not really moving at all, because other people are doing worse than us now. Dalmatia has a trade deal. They want to give metal in exchange for money. No, I have plenty of metal. Do we want to give a bunch of money and metal in exchange for unit? Just because I need the money. I hate doing that. Wasting it. Alright, so let's go back here and build the thing we were going to build, which is the Crafter District or the Worship Palace. Crafter District, sure. Now, we can build the province here. Excellent. We inflicted a bunch of casualties on the defender. Good deal. Still don't want to try to breach these walls, because an extra 3 defense is going to make a big difference. We'll just wait. And this one... Ooh, a lead mine. Needs lead. Local trade good cost 0 money. I think this has lead, right? Yeah, lead is a natural resource. So a lead mine will, I think, let us properly export it. And it will also generate infrastructure and metal. What were the other options there? I should really look at those. Candle shop. And oration tribute. Yeah, that's probably the best one out of that group. And Eternus is blockaded. This has a lot of slots open. What else can we get? A brickwork will help. I like brickworks. Okay. So I think we've covered everything. Making sure. These are okay. I don't need to build in these. Maybe we should build one anyway, if there's anything good. A market in Rome. We don't have leather dye or cloth. But we do have salt. Ugh. Do we want to take up a whole slot just for a little bit of money? Let's shuffle it. Expert stonecutter's not going to help a lot. Salt House is health and food. That is a good combo. Culture. Excellent. Conversion bonus, even better. Okay. So let's go and see if we can get Tarentum. Hey, Carnifex! I really like it. I have a few quibbles, like the game not telling you when you're wasting infrastructure. But, aside from that, it's really interesting. I'm definitely a bigger fan of this than I am of Imperator, which just felt like a reskin of EU4, even at this point. We know about that. The boy have a proposed transaction. They want to give money for units. Hey, I'm okay with that. I don't know. I think those units are conscripted and built. Like, I'm not sure that it has anything to do with me. Syracuse wants an alliance. They're at war with Carthage. I'm not sure I want a part of that right now. Yeah, I know I did that already. Okay. This is, let's see. We still haven't breached the walls. Damn. All right, well, it is what it is. We formed a new province. Fantastic. Now we can see what's actually being built and can share all the things. So now, the only space that's outside of the province is this one up here. So that's the only one we have to really pay attention to. The other ones we can look at it province by province. I mean, we could just click this button, right, and say, oh, which one isn't going anywhere, but that goes through everything, even stuff that's in a province where you're not wasting the infrastructure. So we shuffled this last time. Man, it really wants us to have these smokehouses. Look at that. I have to say... Whoa, hang on, that's the one I was thinking about. We have bonus resources just next door, I believe, in that provide fish, so this is a fantastic choice. Food and money. And food is kind of where Rome has fallen behind right now. Alternatively, a smokehouse will get us the health. What's their health situation? Only 17%. We can get that later. There's always a good health one. Tiberius got a new population point. Let's move some of those down here. Get some more average culture production. Okay, we got back above this. So what we need to be? Under 26. We need to be 25 or better. And we're slowly getting there. We're at 81 now. This is going to keep climbing up to 81. This might be stuck around 70. Unless we gain a lot more decadence. How's Rome sitting when it comes to culture? We're almost at the point where it's going to get us some legacy. Let's see what the legacy situation is here. Carthage is currently leading with 152 legacy points. We're in 16th place with 69. They're gaining 9 per turn because they're glorious, I bet you. Those bastards, they're glorious. We're trying to get to glorious. We're creeping up there. We need more wealth. We need more culture. Let's see if we can spread our things out a little bit better. Let's do this for a little bit more culture. Generate a little bit of culture everywhere, huh? How about we do that? Oh, these guys need food. Holy crap, they've been starving over here. Forgot about that. Okay, let's go next. I think we're going to start getting more of those progress tokens now that we've actually got enough population that we could assign some to culture. A few more cultural buildings and it'll really push us over the top. Hey, Arctics! How's it going, buddy? I hope you're safe, too. This is, unprecedented. I'm not sure we'll live through another thing like this in our time. I'm sure that Bannerlord is fun to play. I'm just going to wait until it's out of early access. If it's something in my wheelhouse, I can do a better job of determining whether or not I should overlook its flaws due to early access. If it's something that I'm not really normally into anyway, then the flaws become much more obvious. So I'll just wait until it's more polished. Yeah, we know that. Arduous trade negotiation. Okay, if you say so. Aetolia. Another Greek faction. I mean, okay, just to make sure we don't have anybody angry at us, we're not thinking about expanding in that direction anyway, so we'll agree to them. Not for a while. Okay. What's the situation here? We made a breach, but the city's still resisting, and we inflicted a lot of casualties against the defender. They have almost no power left. I'm going to wait for one more breach, and then I'm going to charge in on an assault. Alright, we're building a cultural site in Tiberias. We could build something in Latium. Ooh, Basilica. Damn, it needs marble, gold, ceramics, and coral. What does it do? Gives a small loyalty bonus. That's kind of meh. So a harbor in Rome would give us siege resistance, which is good. Ooh, a master armorsmith. Trading required, but I think we're already trading to get leather for the original armorsmith, so that doesn't change any costs. So master armorsmith gives us culture. And 4 equipment? 4 more equipment compared to the previous level, because we're replacing the thing here. Doesn't use a slot because we're already... Okay, yeah, that's a rare, probably rare building. We're going to definitely get that. Now, what about this other... We've got a lot of things being built here, so we'll let that slide and check over here. That's still going to take 3 turns. It's going to take so dang long. Over here, we're still waiting. Rated by Brutinia. You sons of bitches. All right. I think nothing's changing here. Let's go. Oh, these guys are holding out longer because they have the port, and we don't have any boats. But our money income just isn't good enough for that. 26! We're right on the line! We can start gaining progress soon! And these, Lysimachids are sliding. The boy have another transaction. Give money. Yeah, give me more money. What's the situation here? We inflicted more casualties. Their power's only 12. You know what? I'm getting tired of this. Just assault them. I know that it's still got 2 of 3 unbreached walls. We're going to see how it goes. Land reclamation. This one's blockaded. We don't actually have a harbor. I don't know how we're blockaded. Training ground. No. Freshwater. Yes. I think so. A cultural site. Conversion bonus. Not really necessary. But the 5 culture's pretty good. We're finally getting close to making our way up. Yeah, look at this. We are climbing pretty hard now. HCV of 90, and this is really kind of stuck at 68. It's unchanged because there's nothing else that's going to grow. All of the provinces have maxed out their decadence. Unless we build more decadent buildings, or we grow our empire more, we're pretty much maxed out. Alright, so let's advance the turn and see how this assault on the city goes. I think we're just big enough to make it happen. Terrain defense is 4, so that's going to be a pain. Yeah, okay. So that is making it a lot harder because they've got... So I wonder if the terrain, the breached walls are doubled. So there's 2 unbreached walls, so that gives them a total bonus terrain defense of 3, even though it says 4. I don't know. These guys are tired, though, whereas we are fresh. So we've got a decent shot. All right, beat them. We're going to be flanking them a lot, too, so I think it's a guaranteed success. Ugh. Get him. All right, that time we hurt him bad. Success. All right. So we gained Apulia. Now I'm going to go after these Brutanian guys and just finish off the province. Completely controlled. Magna Graecia. You will be mine. Ah! Rome made it! Yes! We're in the top 25. Do we just keep doing that, huh? Metal for money. I don't need metal. I've got way too much metal. Dalmatia, what do they want? Give metal? No! Go away with your metal proposals. Oh, we're progressing. Fantastic. Ah, so not only did we progress... we gained a progress because of the 35% chance this turn, and we captured a objective, which gave us another progress token. So now we got to declare war on these guys. Been added to our nation, blah, blah, blah. Tarentum is gone, I think. They've got the abandoned palace now. Now this decadence is gonna be added to what we just was dealing with. So now we've got a lot more decadence than we had before. But our HCV went up too. So hopefully that's enough to keep it going. Because we can't get a lot of culture out of this right now. In 4 turns we can, but not right now. In the meantime, let's do this. Try to slow down the pain here. Alright, so this area, Apulia, can have another slot. Produces wool. Tiberius is kind of far away. What's the trade range here? Trade range is 6. I know regional roads increase the trade range by 1. Does this increase trade range? No. Trade port. Ah. Trade range plus 2. So, okay. Apulia does not, in any way, need another source of wool. They might need food and health. The smokehouse is good. And it'll generate some money for us in the end. New population and new population. Look at that. We're getting better at this. We don't need more wool. Stop offering it to me. A garum shop. We get food from fish and salt and money from fish and salt. Cheap structure use local seafood to make seasoning that can be sold. Oh, yeah. We'll need olive oil, but it's worth it. Alright, so that's got a couple of things being built. This has got a couple of things being built. And what about up here? They're still working on their first roads. Like, it's not working out too well for them. Now, the boy here, they still only have an 8. They don't like us very much. Nope, go back. I wanted to see the odds here. 29% this time. Let's try it again. Who knows? Maybe they'll say no, but maybe we'll get a free client state and we won't have to fight those guys. Now, what province is that a part of? It's part of this northern Italian province, it looks like. Cisalpania. All right. So, did we declare war on these guys? I can't remember. Yes, we did. Okay. Great victory, blah, blah, blah. It's been added to our nation. Progress token. Gaining support. We still have the same leaders, huh? Very good administrator. Yep. Trade acumen is down, but we're still very good military. So that leader hasn't changed. Let's see if we can hang on to that 25th and higher positioning. Now that we're a decent size, adding one more province to our area... Yes, we're still up there. It looks like we got one more. Adding one more province to our area is not bad. It's easier to integrate them. Oh no, Etruscan, you're next. Alright, so we're going to go fight them. I think we got a damn good shot. Because look at this, they're raiding our areas again. This is in unrest. Which one? Loyalty averages. Puglia is a revolt risk of 6. Whoa! That's way too high. I don't like that at all. Why is it? Because it's so big and we have nobody working the culture because of this stupid thing. Alright, we'll send 2 down there and see if that adjusts it. It doesn't adjust it at all because of the aforementioned this stupid thing. Theater. Not in time. Okay. Well, we're just going to have to hope that that's not going to blow up in our face. What do you think the odds of that are? So this area over here. Anchorage gets us money. Aha! Free culture. Let's keep that up. Keep increasing our culture here. Decadence is stuck, so we've got a decent ratio as our culture continues to increase. And we've gained a wonder. Oh, the abandoned palaces count. Okay. The Egyptians have 6 points for wonders. Go figure. And one region's with 1,000 cultures producing 1 extra legacy point. That's Rome, probably. I think we hit that limit. We've got 4 of our objectives. Our government's still not producing anything. But if we get to Glorious Nation, I think then this 35% bonus will apply as part of our government. What's our government age, anyway? 29. It's actually not far at all. All right. Ah, they finally finished the public works over here. They're taking so long. I guess we got to have them do a brickwork? Or do we want to try to make them grow? They got raided recently, which is... Oh, it's killing their progress. They can't grow if they're getting raided all the damn time. But the stables isn't going to help defend them either. Flax field. I don't know if this is the... What's the trade goods situation here? It has flax already. So why would we build a flax field? We wouldn't, is the answer. A theater will help us control the decadent situation. So the defensiveness is low. But an anchorage gives us money for no upkeep. And it gives us siege resistance. That's another good one. Because that's kind of up there where it might get attacked. Okay. And we won. And we took it. Okay. The army no longer has to be down here. I'm going to try to build some defenses in these areas anyway, just in case Carthage gets, you know, a little uppity. Yes, we're still up there. We've got our 4th point. We are very close to becoming glorious. All that investment into culture is finally paying off. These guys up here want to give metal for money. No, I think we say reject. The Etrusci want a cooperation. We say no. The Aetoli want to give metal and money for troops. Okay. Okay, new decision is available. We could distribute the slaves more equally within our nation. Disbursement to 10 slaves populations to other regions having fewer slaves. Each slave market can redistribute 1 slave population, but the slave doesn't need to be in the region of the market. Makes sense. We could also gain pops up to 4 slave populations from merchants. Oh, but it's no more than the number of... I don't think we have that many slave markets. We have 1 here in Apulia. I think that might be the only one. Oops. Yeah, it looks like it's the only one, honestly. Okay. Ooh, increased labor, sanitation works underway, all good. But, you know, this whole pacification thing, it's got to go away. It's got to go away. Just conquered? Get out of here. 2 more turns until these can actually start producing at a decent level. And up here, the raiding has been a giant pain. So let's move up to Rome with our army. We do kind of need some better roads. Can we find them? No, a clay pit. Ugh. Furnace gets more metal and money. Papyrus, clay pit. Alright, we'll take the herbalist because health is always good. Smokehouse. Yeah, but a farm. Farm is important. We'll pull one of these guys down to make more wealth for us. Latium. What options does Latium bring us now? A Greek fire tower gives us an extra layer of wall and siege resistance. I don't think we're going to need that in Rome itself. Maybe if we had an outskirts area. Rome could get a bank. What's the situation vis-a-vis commerce? It's not manufacturing many trade goods here, but the culture of Rome must be preserved. And that will help to offset our loyalty situation here. So the Master Armorsmith has been completed too. Now, I think the way that this works is the Noric steel armor. Is that a global trait? I think the units have to physically walk over there in order to gain the benefit. And I think it increases their defense by 1. We'll see. We'll see if just walking into the area will upgrade their armor automatically. I think I remember reading about that. They still don't want to be our client state. These guys are very weak. We're probably going to have somewhat soon a party flip of who controls the Senate. I think we're going to call it here in just a moment. We've been going for about 2 hours. And we're 26. Yeah, we'll get to turn 30, and then we'll call it. 16 again. Looks like we did not yet grow to glorious, but 1 in 3 chance every turn. Roughly. No, we don't want to spend the extra troops there. New population in Tiberias. It's growing. Good deal. Are we missing any decisions that came up here? With the treasury flooded with coins and gold, we're considering using some of these riches to either acquire metal or manpower. Yeah, no. We have plenty of both for now. Let's build something in Eternus or Tiberius. Okay. Up here. A ranch just gives cattle. We don't care about that. Crafter district gives money. Ugh. None of these are great. Doesn't use any slots. Does cost upkeep, but it's only 1. Versus brickwork. It's a permanent, huge value of extra infrastructure that can be used for upkeep. Let's take that. Over here, they just finished an anchorage. Can we get something other than a palisade? Ugh. We don't need that. A slave market here? I mean, it's a marsh. I don't think this is going to get a huge population boom by the end. Tavern gets us some money. And it gives us a loyalty bonus, but we don't really need it. And it'll cost us money to get the wine that we need. Maybe the herbalist. I mean, the ranch produces cattle. What's the closest cattle we can get? Maybe this can just be a new location where cattle's helping us out. Cattle way down here. There's cattle right next door. We don't need more cattle. So we'll take the herbalist. So we're building a farm there. What else can we build here? Campania. More things. Builder hall. Ooh, lots of extra infrastructure. That's pretty good. A well gives us a bunch of extra food and siege resistance. And it gives a % increase in food. But this is probably what we want. The major harbor. Shipyard level 2. Yeah, this is definitely going to be where we want to build our ships from. At least for now. And it's green, so we're just replacing an existing building. It's very expensive, but we'll do it. Alright, so we're here waiting to see if bringing those legions over to the capital actually causes the Master Armor perk to trigger. And maybe we'll become glorious. Nope, not yet. Still a stable republic. Alright, let's take a look at that trade deal. What do you want? You want more? You want to give me more money? I'm not going to say no. I don't think we lose anything on that deal. Maybe we lose on manpower and metal, but we're way high on those. New population in Latium. Good. I don't know where it went, but we seem pretty balanced in here. We don't have the marble we need. We don't need the fishery. Ooh, a military academy. Leader force pool and quality bonus goes up. Manpower bonus from here goes up. We do have a lot of manpower because this is one of the most populous areas. But the money, it costs so much to fund this military academy. But the culture's good too. Ugh. I also like brickwork for your big cities, the ones that you're just going to probably have a huge population in. Brickwork is great because you're going to have a lot of buildings to support. And yet, kind of still want this military academy. Wait a minute. We don't have a single infrastructure building here. No, we do. One wheel maker. Let's take that over the academy. So we're building that major harbor. Brutium down here. This could definitely use some kind of defensive structure, but all it gets is stupid stables. We don't need flax. It can come from Campania. Don't need this. Coastal market isn't getting much because there's no fish. This is a crappy little thing. Oh, it can be upgraded to a temple, though. So let's start by building this cult site. And clear water, usually pretty valuable. And anchorage. Yeah, let's get the fresh water there. Cool, clear water. So we get wool, which is already widely available. Sanitation, a builder's hall. This isn't a bad idea. I also wouldn't mind having, like, the core of my nation having some decent defenses here. And it doesn't cost anything other than a slot. So let's just get basic defenses here in case something goes horribly wrong. Having the ability to resist a siege at all in the sort of core areas. They should all have some kind of walls. This one has walls. This one has walls. This one doesn't, but like they should. Especially if we get attacked from the sea. Can't take that risk. Can't take that risk. Can't do it. Can't be done. Aha. Now, doesn't appear to have changed much. I'll have to look into that. Exactly what this custom effect is. Noric steel armor. I remember reading something about master buildings in the manual. All right, let's pop and hope we hit the glorious. Come on. Not yet. Damn it. Syracuse is proposing a new trade deal. Is another military alliance? Are they going to relinquish the objective on Brutium if we provide them with some troops? Yeah, we'll be friends. Maybe we can make them our client state. I don't know that we want to sell our slaves right now. We can distribute another one, though. What is that? New mansion, prize horses, mistresses. The governor of Lucania seems to live a life of luxury and is very wealthy. So why is it telling me about that here? Oh. I was getting Lucania confused with Laconia. So for 3 turns, we got a taxation penalty here. Why is this only +3? Because it's a Hellenic citizen? Yeah, okay. So we need to convert some pops here. Oh, come on. This is annoying. Okay. We need 1 or 2 more buildings here. And we've got the full province to build with. Fortune teller, no. Blacksmith, not necessary. City guard. decadence increases, but revolt risk is decreased. You know what? Let's get the fortune teller, because our loyalty is actually kind of problematic down here. It's going to get better after the religious trouble and pacification goes away, but still. Maybe we do one more over here. This is where I was talking about maybe getting a basic palisade on these. Oh, a large farm. Yeah, let's get that basic palisade on these. I'm just a little concerned of, like, getting into wars with the Greeks and having them fly over here with... sail over with boats and stuff. And wow, Dacia is huge. What do I need to know about them? Tribal Chiefdom level 2. And Eternus just gained a palisade, so it doesn't need that. A smokehouse will help it grow. Don't think we want the pleasure house, actually. A market, not helpful if we don't have more of those goods. So let's do the smokehouse. Up here, that's still being built. Let's look for one more here. Training ground. This is an upgrade? No, it's just a free slot. We don't need a loyalty bonus here, so let's just get the clear water. And we'll hit one more time and see if we can become glorious before we end. Cross your fingers. The Etruscans are being defeated by the Celticii. Nope, doesn't look like it's going to happen. That's okay. It is what it is. Ooh. Extra legacy points reward. Improved ships can be constructed. You'll also gain a one-time reward of 150 legacy points. Yeah, we were not a naval power, that's true. Greatest assets were the discipline of her soldiers. The boarding bridge or corvus would allow her to use her legionaries at sea against any fleet. When the conditions are met, improved ships can be constructed. Expires in 48 turns. The capital needs to be at least equal to 1. The money needs to be 15. Oh, interesting. Some of these we need to have a certain amount of money. So we just got to 1,500 money, which is why this is coming up now. And we have 3 harbors as well. Invest the money in the shipyard so they can deploy better warships. Gain 150. Like, yeah, can't say no to that. They attacked again. Both of them did. Can we get some more garrisons up in here? No, but we will take a monument. All right. Well, we're going to hit the go one more time and hope for that glorious flip, and then we're going to call it. It looks like we're going to have a lot of fighting to do in the north here. The Etruscans are being destroyed by the Celticii. I think that's how you say it. The Celts. We did! Glorious Republic! Look at that. The Etruscans were actually one of the next I had planned to go for. Now that we've hit the glorious level and our decadence isn't too bad, I feel we can continue to expand. Why are these guys continuing to ask for stuff while they raid us? Counterproposal. You become my client state. No? Doesn't do that. Okay. We'll accept just to take the money from you. Everybody wants our Italian foot troops. That's really interesting. Probably because they don't have a full province, so they can't... Oh, you know what we didn't check? Rome has been reformed and is now known as the Glorious Republic of Rome. So let's see what the effects are. Loyalty bonuses, everything's more loyal. More leaders. Easier to level up new troops. Ethnicities will convert more often. And legacy gain increased by 35%. Unfortunately, decadence gain increased by 35%. Oh. So you can see, theoretically, includes 35%. Oh. You know, I don't know where this government... Oh, I think it's a glorious Tier 3 civilization that really gets this. So hopefully we can progress up the chain before the decadence hits us too hard. Because now you can see decadence age penalty is applied. And that's going to keep getting worse. So we're 86 right now. It's going to jump up by like... It's going to jump up by the 47 because we just became glorious, so the age matters more now. And it's going to jump up by the 30 because that's the extra 35% on top of everything else. So we're going to need to pump up that culture, man. We've installed a strange device called the Corvus on our ships. So let me see, what kind of ships can we build now? Same ones? Oh, there it is, Corvus Warship. I don't know what our other options had been before, but a 6624 looks pretty damn good to me. All right, we're going to call it there, everybody. Thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Probably tomorrow morning. I'm going to guess... well, no, I'll say it right out now. We'll say 10:30 again. See you then.